So Arsenal have defeated Chelsea Football Club at their own home ground, and it was not a high priority affair. Like it was only a Carabao Cup semi-final, but again another Arsenal result where it is not a bad result. We have literally won away from home, but still the fan base is not that happy. We are concerned about a lot of stuff, and we are still being very negative about Martin Odegaard because he has performed in 5 games and now he has not performed in 1 game, and now he's the worst player since I don't know Danny Ceballos or whatever. But why is it that whenever we play Chelsea, they always look like a better footballing team? Now, literally every single time we play Chelsea Football Club, they look like they play football better. They play from the back, and they are 80%, 85% of the times they are successful in beating our press. We have the best pressers in the world, probably. We have Declan Rice pressing from the midfield. We have Martin Odegaard. Even Gyökeres works very hard. And we have a structure, our coaching, our uh, defensive structure when we are even pressing, our structure when to press, when to not press. Those things are brilliantly coached by Arteta, and it is uh, probably the top. We are one of the top pressing sides in the world, but this Chelsea football team with youngsters, they are all good technically on the ball. If you look at everyone's first touches, they are better than us. Every single player of Chelsea, their first touch is better than us. Literally, like you can count on your fingers Martin Odegaard, Zubimendi, and Saka probably, and not even Saka at times are technically good. You can keep Saliba in there. You can keep maybe Raya in there, but I don't think probably Timber also maybe, but I don't think anyone else in our team can compete with them in first touch, and the whole team is based on the energy they generate from the middle of the pitch, from the midfield to their wingers, and yeah, they're absolutely superb. Like I really like this Chelsea team. They have the 2 games we have played at Stamford Bridge. They have impressed me a lot, and now they will come away from home at the Emirates. They have to play 2 games in the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup, probably in the Champions League as well. The way we are playing each other in this year, it is going to be very interesting to see if they can play the same sort of football away from home when they come to us, because that will tell you that are they a team that can sustainably grow and who know what to do in which situation. Like everyone, even Newcastle at home, they are a brilliant side, they are energetic, but when you see them away from home, they falter. Now, if Chelsea need to go compete with Arsenal consistently, they will need to form a balance where at home they are energetic, but away from home you have to be a little bit disciplined. You have to be a little bit more calmer, more experienced. Allow the opposition to uh, allow the opposition to push you, absorb the pressure, and then counter attack sort of thing. Not like you have to go all out energy. Then away from home you are not having the crowd behind your back. Not behind your back, like you don't have the crowd behind you, so things can go very downhill. Yeah, downhill is the word. Anyway, so I don't know why I am not finding words today. Probably I don't find words anyway, any day, but it is what it is. I know downhill at least. But I think Zoe Odegaard were very crucial in this game, but I think that is where Chelsea were better than us because I didn't see too much of Zoe combining with Odegaard. I saw Enzo Hernandez running at us. I saw Esteval versus Timber. I don't think any other winger has done to Timber what Esteval did. And then also, it is not that it was absolutely embarrassing whatever Timber did. He was playing out of his position. I don't know what would have Esteval done to Miles Kelly. But yeah, we had to go with that choice, and we were playing with our best team. Chelsea were not playing with their best team. We only had Calafiori out, I think. Rest everyone is at least at the bench or starting. They, if you look at their team, so here I think, yeah, they have. They have Caicedo injured. They have no, Mikel Modric, let's not talk about him. Cole Palmer injured. They have Colwell also is a huge injury for them, but that is a long-term injury. Reece James, Malo Gusto, so their wingers, their midfielder, their attacking midfielder, everyone was down. We only have Calafiori down and Mosquera in Capi. They are also crucial, but it is not as bad. Like we can still go with White and Timber at their full back position, and that tells you a lot about our depth as well. But if you look at overall team, we should have been comfortable. At 3-1 up, we were comfortable, but I don't know how we have conceded two sloppy goals. And it is also probably Kepa should get that ball. Raya's collection of long balls, of crosses, etc., I think sets him apart from any other keeper in the world. I think his collection, his distribution, everything sets us apart. And Saliba had a great game. The fact that he has got 6.7 just because we have conceded two goals, that is wrong. I don't know if Fortmob is the most trustable for ratings. Odegaard did not have a great game. I don't think he was getting out, like his energy was not as good as the others in the Chelsea midfield. I don't think if Arsenal players were helping any bit, but Rice was putting himself about. He was trying to pass, and we were forming combination plays. But the fact that they locked up Saka's position, I don't even think they locked up Saka's position. There was one time where he could have given the ball to Timber much quicker than he did. He held on to the ball too much. So I that was a bit frustrating because he has it in him. It is not like he does not have it in him, but yeah, one of those games for Odegaard, he can brush it off and move forward. Zoe Mendy, absolutely magnificent. Our midfielders, look at Declan Rice 8.3, Zoe Mendy 8. These players are those players who will win you the title because they have been consistent throughout the season. And if we win the title, it will be a lot about Zoe Mendy's signing. The day we knew we were going to sign Zubimendi in the summer, it was a huge day because even though in January when this was announced, we were not in a good position, but this signing was huge because Partey going or Partey aging, you needed a replacement and you got the best in the world at that moment of time, and that is how we should look to win the games. Gyökeres was great. He got a goal. He got an assist. He knows now how he needs to play in the Premier League. He's finding his way. You can't only judge him from the first season. When he figures it out, when he finds how these players play, you need a little bit of time to adjust when you come from a league that is a lot less competitive than the Premier League. So it is a huge shift where you have to fill the gap, and it will take more time. It even took Turkey a little bit of time to get used to the physicality of the league. So that will happen. That is very natural. I think Gyökeres is doing well. Obviously, my favorite striker at Arsenal is Gabriel Jesus because of his technicality, because of how calm he is. And in the situations where Chelsea were giving us space, we needed a player like Gabriel Jesus. That word pause, which doesn't sound great when I say it, but Saliba has that. And you saw when Saliba and Odegaard combined, Saliba like went past a player and then passed it to Saka, and Saka was through on goal before he was fouled. So those are the players I really love because they can create opportunities from nowhere, and they know how to exploit defenders, and one on one you are dead against them. So that is why I really like Gabriel Jesus. Even Kai Havertz at number 8. Also, I love the fact that Kai Havertz was at number 8. If he's only going to play the striking position, then I'm not going to love that much. And Kai Havertz has looked really nice in the games he has played, and I don't mind Kai Havertz playing at number 8 from time to time because we need to be more technical. We need to have combination plays. We need to pass the ball around a lot, and like I have been saying this from the start of the season. It is not also like I'm saying because Chelsea dominated us in the middle of the pitch this game. I am saying this from the start. Triangles in these zones will win you games, will make you a better footballing side, will make you more entertaining, and will produce those uh, hugely exciting games where it is end to end, etc. etc. Not even end to end, even if a team is forming low blocks, if you form triangles here, then the teams will have no idea what to do. And we are already very dominant in these areas. We are already so dominant in these areas. Teams know that the moment we concede a corner, they are on the back foot, they are praying for their lives. So we already have an edge in these two positions. These are the positions we need to improve from. And Arteta hiring a throw-in specialist, etc. Hire a specialist or develop this game where you always say we need to be the best at every single aspect. When you look at Chelsea's midfield and how they dominate, how they provide the energy, you need to form these triangles. And signing Martin Zubimendi, combining with Odegaard, etc. These are a step towards the right direction. But I also want him to frequently play someone at number 8 where he can also be as technically good as Odegaard is, sort of. So Mikel Merino playing the number 8 position with Odegaard, like we did against Aston Villa. Those sort of things really get me excited about Arsenal's football, because if we try to really play that technical football, like if you watch my videos, I've been saying from the start. Once I want to have Martin Zubimendi at 6, and two Martin Zubimendi at 6, Odegaard at 10, and a technically good midfielder who is not Rice, because Rice is not very good at combination play. At number 8, starting together, and they did. They had to. They were forced to against Aston Villa, and look at what the result was. We were getting bullied. We were conceding chances. It was a little bit basketball match, but at home we just dominated. When we got into the flow, when we scored a goal, then it was no stopping us. So those are the, like, there are negatives to some things, but you accept a little bit of negative to get that positive thing going. And I think to win the Champions League, to win these competitions, to win the Carabao Cup, if we play City in the final, if we end up securing the semi-final at home against Chelsea, let's not be too arrogant about that. Then I think we need to be go a little extra step forward and just be brave and go there to win, not there to be solid, to be proper, to be robotically functional. We need to express ourselves to win these titles, and I think the moment we start expressing ourselves, we will. The world is there for us to win. And yeah, that is my that is my genuine feeling about this game. And yeah, on to Forest now, and hopefully, I think we are not going to drop too many points in the Premier League in the next couple of game weeks. We will watch the Manchester derby. Hopefully, Manchester City tire up a little bit, they falter, so that we get a cushion again, and then we can exploit that cushion. Nottingham Forest are not that good a team, but I'll preview that game afterwards tomorrow, and I'll see you there. Now, bye.